These are the stages of science fair project submission. The first stage is more of the conceptual stage. This is where you're sort of figuring out your project, your title, your hypothesis, and your introduction. This stage really doesn't have that much going on. I mean, the only thing that you're really doing is just heavy research, and that's really it. Now, the next stage is where things start getting complicated. This is where you start working on your materials and your procedures, which are two very difficult parts, especially in the research plan. Now, of course, these two take the majority of the time, and they usually are also the hardest. So generally, this is where most people get stuck. Now, the final stage is the touch-up stage. This is where you're just doing bibliography work, you're doing SDS work, you're finalizing all of your forms, and you're pretty much completing safety. This is basically the stage where you go to whatever research teacher or coordinator that you have and just ask them what their lab is and basically how are they going to be safe inside of it, so that when they submit their project, the science fair people know that they're not just going to be doing something completely dangerous. Now, while this stage is probably the easiest, it's also one of the more complex ones, so it's also pretty difficult as well. But after that, all you do is submit your project, and then either it gets approved, or they have a few issues with it and you revise it, which is generally pretty easy and not taking that long. Once that is done, that concludes your entire project submission process, and now you can move on to actually completing the steps that you have in your research plan.